Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to the Victorian Student Cities School Showcase. I hope you're well from wherever you're joining us from today, and we really appreciate you coming and joining us for this very special showcase. So before I begin, Jay, I'll just go to the next slide. Thank you so much. Just a little bit of housekeeping for everyone. So this is recorded, so if you wouldn't mind just keeping your microphones muted until we have the discussion questions later on in today's session. But if you do have any questions that pop up while you're listening to our schools, please do feel free to write them in the chat. And we will do our absolute best to answer those in the Q&A session. And if not, we can always get back to you with some additional information. Additionally, if you would like to have closed captions for today's session, you can actually turn those on by clicking the CC button at the bottom of the Zoom screen. So I'll just give you a quick moment to do that if you would like the closed captions. Okay, beautiful. So hello, my name is Talia Warren. And I am fortunate enough to be part of the marketing and communications team here at the International Education Division in Victoria. I'm also joined today by my colleagues Matt Fleming and Shayla Cosgrave, who are on the screen, and you'll be hearing from them a little bit later on today. So, as is customary here in Australia, I would actually like to start today's session by acknowledging the traditional owners of the lands in which we are meeting on across Victoria and Australia. I would like to pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging, and to extend that respect to any elders and co-workers who may be online with us today. I would also quickly like to acknowledge and thank Creativa. A lot of you might actually already be familiar with Creativa. They have created the wonderful video that you'll see shortly, but they also have worked very closely with our schools to present our virtual familiarization tours, which some of you may have seen. If you have not, I highly recommend that you jump onto our YouTube and watch our virtual tours because it gives a really fantastic snapshot of all of our Victorian secondary schools that we've filmed so far. So a big part of today is actually about the 6 wonderful schools that we have joining us from across the state of Victoria. And you will hear much more from them later. So I will just give them a very, very quick introduction. So please join me in welcoming Belmont High School, Bendigo Senior Secondary College, Kurnai College, Mount Clear College, North Geelong Secondary College, Wodonga Middle Years and Wodonga Senior Secondary College. So welcome everyone, thank you for coming today. So this showcase is a little bit different than our usual tours, and it's going to really offer you a unique in-depth look at what it's like to live and study in our student cities outside of Melbourne CBD. So over the next hour, you'll get a very comprehensive understanding of their vibrant communities, of the excellent education opportunities, and the diverse experiences that they offer international students who come and live and study with them. But I actually don't want you to take my word for it. I would love to show you. So we're going to play a quick video for you, and then I'm going to hand over to my colleague, Matt, for a little bit more of an in-depth dive. So I hope you enjoy.
We want our international students to have a fully Australian experience. Our international students really feel that they're part of our college and they're really made very, very welcome by the rest of our students.
I feel like I belong to this school and like people make me feel welcome here, and I feel like I am a part of this school.
Studying in the countryside is more quiet, peaceful. You feel really calm.
It has every subject listed in the VCE curriculum. So it doesn't matter what your aspirations and career dreams are, there's always a sweet spot for you. in terms of subject selection.
When we schedule our classes, we make sure to keep our class sizes small so that we can offer one-on-one support during class, so that we can also keep our contact hours high for our students.
My favorite subject in this school is English EAL because English is my second language, so I love it, so I can practice and improve my English.
Our homestay families work really hard to ensure that our international students feel safe, well cared for, and they welcome them into their homes and into their hearts. They also help them integrate into our local community and learn about Australian culture and develop connections and friendships in our community.
I like living here a lot because, the air is clear, and when you walk outside, you can actually see the sky instead of buildings.
We have a very extensive wellbeing team here at the college that is accessible by everyone.
The world is their oyster. They've got opportunities, not just in Bendigo, not just in Victoria, but across the world. It just really feels like a place that students can come, make it their home, and make it worthwhile for them to reach the goals that they have.
Thank you so much, Talia, and what a wonderful video, a very hard act to follow. Good afternoon, education agents, our wonderful students, and our wonderful families, and of course our wonderful education agents as well. My name is Matt Fleming, and today I look forward to giving you, I guess, what is going to be a really good overview, hopefully, fingers crossed, of what makes studying in Victoria's student cities unique and rewarding. We often hear from our wonderful education agents that you really would like to find schools with capacity, both enrollment capacity, subjects that students want to do, and homestay capacity. And we have schools here today that have enrollment capacity right now for whenever you would like to submit applications. And we're going to take you through some of the features and benefits. And of course, there's an opportunity to answer any of your questions towards the end. So you'll see on the screen in front of you that there is a slide deck with a snapshot of some of our schools in Victoria's student cities. And we know that Victoria is renowned for being the education state in Australia, and that's because of our high quality education system and of course our student cities, and their schools are no different. Each school's goal is to ensure that every student not only succeeds academically, but also develops the critical thinking skills and, of course, the problem-solving skills that they need now, also for their future careers and, of course, their university studies as well. So first off, our schools are very much about academic excellence and extracurricular opportunities, and we'll hear a bit more about that later. Each of our schools today come with cutting-edge facilities, innovative teaching methods, and a wide range of subjects that will really suit all types of student interests and, of course, career and university ambitions and dreams. So whether you're a student that's, for example, interested in business or accounting, arts, sciences, or technology, you'll find that these schools that we've got here with you today will not only meet but exceed their expectations. And that's certainly what I hear from the student alumni who've gone to these schools over the past about 10 or so years that I've been in this role. So one of the best things about studying in Victoria's student cities is the strong sense of community and that deep cultural immersion into the English language, but of course our unique Australian lifestyle. The schools are located in, of course, some of the most beautiful, safe and culturally rich areas of Australia, as you can see from my background here of Bendigo. And as you've seen from the video, our schools today represent areas such as Geelong, Ballarat, Bendigo, of course, where I'm located, Gippsland, Wodonga, and of course, students really get to experience that Australian lifestyle, but I guess a really inclusive and community-focused environment. The cities are big enough that you have many, many amenities, but they're also small enough where students will be able to build friendships and establish friendships very quickly. There are lots of local festivals and community activities and community projects, and there's always something to get involved in and help you feel like you belong. And of course, our schools can and are very experienced at connecting their students with those sorts of community projects and activities. Each of our student city schools is located, of course, in a very thriving community. There's plenty of entertainment, so shopping, restaurant options, and of course, all of those sorts of day-to-day amenities like grocery shopping, medical facilities, chemists, all of those sorts of things are well and truly available in the communities that we are representing today. And of course, one of the things that a lot of education agents don't realize is that our student city schools are also gateways to global opportunities. So some of the schools on the screen are actually located in the same grounds as universities or across the road from universities, and big name universities as well, like Deakin University, Federation University, La Trobe University. But they also have connections with universities in Melbourne as well. And of course, the curriculum in our student city schools is exactly the same as the curriculum in downtown Melbourne. So students get the same qualification, the Victorian Certificate of Education, the VCE, and they also get the same ATAR, and they also have the same opportunities to enter into any of Melbourne's universities, so our top 100 universities in Melbourne, Melbourne University, Monash University, of course, but also universities across Australia and the world as well. So the world really is your oyster, as we heard in the video. And I guess we're so passionate about our student city schools is because they give really strong and clear pathways to students for their future studies and for their future careers. And of course, these careers and these connections mean that students are ready for a global scale. Sorry, global stage, excuse me. And of course, they have the skills and the experience that they can then pick up and take with them wherever they go in the world. So those sorts of transferable skills that they'll need for the future. And one of the other things that we're really proud of for our student city schools is the welfare and well-being and homestay services. So taking care of students is critical to us, and we can see that whenever we tour our student city schools that there is quite a lot of student support services that are available for students, whether that be nurses or counselors or psychologists and doctors in school. So all of those additional services are available and free of charge. And of course, one of the many great things is the homestay programs that are available. So our homestays are from our local communities, and so they will be located nearby to the school. They might have, for example, students who currently attend or used to attend the school. And so that forms a really close network of homestays who have a genuine connection with the school and a genuine connection with the local community. And it is that real home away from home. And it's something that we know that is really important for students. And it's a big focus for us because students need to be happy in their homestay. And our schools know that and do everything they possibly can to make sure that that's the case, that students are happy and at their homestay. And of course, one of the things that might not be so apparent, but is also important, particularly for some of the price-sensitive parents, is that the student city schools also come with lower accommodation prices and are more affordable than some of Melbourne's suburbs. So our homestay fees, for example, will be lower because the cost of living is lower in our student city schools. So with that, and all of the wonderful things that are available for students in our student city schools, we'd like to now focus on each specific area, just to give you a bit of an overview and a bit of a flavour of the areas. So first up, we've got Geelong. So Geelong is Victoria's second largest city and is home to two of our schools, North Geelong Secondary College and Belmont High School. And they both offer, along with the area, a blend of big city and surf coast lifestyles with some really strong community ties. And you can see on the screen that Geelong is located about an hour from Melbourne via public transport, down between the Port Phillip Bay and the Bellarine Peninsula. So a beautiful part of the world. The next student city school is Ballarat, and we have a school called Mount Clear College, and they join us today. They provide a focus on academic excellence and cultural experiences combined with really strong welfare and well-being support and care. And Ballarat is a very historic city, but also a very well-appointed and thriving city, and like Geelong, is very popular with Melburnians who have continued to move out of Melbourne in search of all of those wonderful benefits that I just talked about. So Ballarat, again, about an hour from Melbourne on the train. The third city we'd like to talk about is Bendigo. So again, like Ballarat, a very historic city, established during and before and became very popular during the gold rush. Bendigo Senior Secondary College is located in this vibrant city. It's known for its art scene, its cultural population with a big Chinese community, and education innovation, boasting, of course, many subjects which Bendigo Senior will talk to you about later. So again, a little bit over an hour from Melbourne on the train is Bendigo, and you can see that it, like the other two cities, is located to the west of Melbourne. Located to the northeast of Melbourne is Wodonga, and that's on the Victorian New South Wales border, but on the right side of the border in Victoria. So Wodonga Middle Years College and Wodonga Senior Secondary College are both located in the thriving city of Wodonga. It is a close-knit community on the border, as I said, with New South Wales. The other side is Albury, and promoting and the area is well known for promoting local and global perspectives, as well as the school offers extensive subjects, and like Bendigo, many virtual subjects. So the choices are almost endless. And finally, we have Gippsland to the east of Melbourne. Gippsland is home to Kernai College, and it is a picturesque and safe area offering a unique blend of modern university quality educational facilities at Kernai. Kernai, like all of our other student city schools, has well known in our recruitment markets and has been traveling to meet with yourselves as education agents for many years. And combined, all of our student city schools have seen hundreds, if not thousands, of international students over the past almost 30 years study at their schools, and have really come away with really strong pathways to universities and their career dreams, as well as that extra level of support. And that's why we're running this Student City Showcase today. So these schools do have, of course, all of those wonderful benefits. So in short, studying in Victoria's student cities offers, I guess, a really perfect mix of academic excellence, cultural immersions, including in English, and of course our unique Australian culture, global connections, so those universities that I mentioned, and of course that strong student support and that genuine care. The school communities are a lot smaller, so students get to know their teachers and their principals and assistant principals and international student coordinators and each other very well. But the schools are big enough, of course, where they can still thrive with many extracurricular activities as well as subjects. So I think it's time for us to hear from our schools themselves, because they are all with us today live. So I'd like to cross over now to ask some panel questions. Like with our other virtual familiarization tours, you have an opportunity to ask questions yourselves. So please post those in the chat. But as your panel chair, I would like to kick off with my first question. So I'll just come back to my screen, and I'm interested to know about the local area. So Kernai, you're first on my screen, and you were the last school that we just talked about in Gippsland. Tell us a bit about your local area, if you don't mind. And I think you're currently on mute. I don't know whether I can unmute you from here. Unfortunately, you're still on mute, so I might come back to you. Wodonga Middle Years and Wodonga Senior Secondary, are you able to unmute yourself?
I think we are.
Oh,
Yes,
beautiful. I can hear you. So would you like, please, Vern, to introduce who you've got with you and then talk about your local area so we get to know a bit more about you, please?
All right. Thank you very much. Well, we have Christine Yu, who is our school captain and was elected by the students and is also an international student who's been in the Wodonga area as an international student for the last 8 years. We have Henny Williams, who is our teacher who is in charge of the international schools program and Vietnamese studies here in the school, and Matt Moylan, who is the assistant principal teaching and learning. And did you want a little bit about our area?
I would love to learn about Wodonga, if you don't mind.
Okay, well, thanks very much for the opportunity. Look, we're, as you said, we're on the border. It's a fairly big area when you put the two cities together. And we're on the, if you like, the transport hub between Sydney, Canberra and Melbourne. We're in an area which is a very picturesque part of Australia. We're 80 kilometres from the snow, or about an hour's drive. We've got water, rivers, lakes, all of that type of stuff. And we also have, a range of other areas such as lots of national parks, bushland. We've got a full range of services, as you expect from a city that's as large as what we are. Retail, health, recreation, hospitality, cycling tracks throughout the city, and it's a very friendly and secure environment. I'd also like to add too that there's a significant amount of part-time work available in a whole range of industries for students who wish to combine study with work.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much, Fern, and thank you very much to the Wodonga team. And that's something that's very important for our students, because volunteering or part-time work really gives you that opportunity to utilize, as we know, your English language skills, but at the same time develop all of those sort of softer skills that will hold you in good stead when you do graduate university and apply for a job. So some really great opportunities there. May I ask the team at North Geelong, Paul and Tonya, and we have a wonderful student as well.
Thank you very much, Matt, for that introduction. So North Geelong Secondary, I should introduce. So we have Tu Tao Tran as a Year 11 student joining us today, and Tonya Tagani, who is our International Student Coordinator. So North Geelong Secondary College, located obviously in Geelong, a very much a city that is rich in history and culture, second largest city in Victoria, very close to the beaches, wildlife, and a very relaxed, supportive community. World-class health facilities. It paints and sees itself as a bit of a university town, with Deakin University having 2 campuses on the waterfront, and also a large campus at Warren Ponds, which also has a hospital there too. The school itself is located in a safe residential area, only 4 kilometres from the city, and has a train station which is easily accessible to Melbourne, quite nearby as well, walking distance nearby. The school itself is very multicultural, with diversity being one of its 4 key values, which includes respect, excellence, achievement. So read and diversity being the 4th one in there as well. So that's a bit of a snapshot of Geelong and the local area. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Paul. I would like to ask Bendigo Senior Secondary College. Got Dale and Junsai.
Thank you, Matt. My name is Dale Pearce and I'm principal of the college. I have with me Chun Sai Lin, who is our international student coordinator. Our school is a specialist year 11 and 12 school, a very large school of around 1,800 students this year. Bendigo is in central Victoria. This is a thriving and rapidly growing regional centre. We were crowned Victoria's top tourism town this year, and there is a very large food scene and art scene in Bendigo. We were Australia's first UNESCO city of gastronomy, which tells you something about the food scene here in Bendigo. There's a very rich history and cultural heritage here in Bendigo that dates back to the time of the goldfields, and particularly connects us to our Chinese population. There's some wonderful gold rush era architecture here. It's a pretty safe town. We are located as a school right in the centre of the city, overlooking a beautiful park, Rosalind Park. And the city is well connected to Melbourne as well. It is a city with, as I've mentioned, with a strong arts scene and also a strong university presence. There's a very large campus of La Trobe University here, which is a popular destination for many of our students, although they do head all over the state, all over Australia, and internationally as well. It's a diverse school. We have around 20 international students who are here either as full fee paying students or on exchange from all parts of the world. We have wonderful facilities. We've undergone over the last 10 to 12 years a massive building program, and we welcome all students. It's a lovely school. Our students feel safe and welcomed here. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Belmont, a second school in Geelong.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, and so my name's Josh. I'm the school principal here at Belmont, and I'd like to introduce Frank and Parneet, who are our international students with us, and Simone Buchanan, who is our international students coordinator, along with Michael Kakamo, one of the assistant principals. Excitingly, you'll get to speak to the students a little bit later. They are the feature here of what we do at Belmont High, and I'm really excited for you to hear from them. One thing Paul obviously forgot to mention, Geelong is home to the mighty Geelong Cats Football Club, so a reason in itself just to come along to Geelong and have a real experience of something that is quite Australian with one of our AFL teams that sits in this area. But yeah, as has already been said about our area, I think the benefits are the close links. You've got the Great Ocean Road and the Surf Coast just down the road, or you got Melbourne only just up the highway as well. So you get a smaller city experience, which is a much bigger community, but with all of the perks of having those terrific things close by. And then, and because we are in a smaller city area, I think the students become a much bigger part of our community, which is only enriches their experience here in Australia. So, yeah, but you'll hear more about that as we go through.
Brilliant. Thank you, Josh, and the team at Belmont. I might come back to Kernai if you can hear us. Yep, you've come off mute.
Yeah, good afternoon, Matt, and good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's enjoying their tour of the great state of Victoria, and lots of wonderful schools for people to think about and learn about. And Kernai is one of those great schools. With me today, I have Sandra, one of our international students, and we also have Gabby, our school captain.
Hi.
Who was just walking past, and we grabbed her and sat her down to join today's telecast. So it's a bit of a surprise for her. We're really delighted to talk about our college and our learning community here in Gippsland, which is a beautiful part of Victoria, not far from the ocean, not far from the snow, and also in the middle of some beautiful bush and forest areas as well. Still quite a large city, La Trobe City, and with lots of amenities. And in recent years, I've noticed a growing number of specialist supermarkets where some of our international students can find some of their favourite grocery items or treats. So that's a real bonus for them when they can locate those things. We don't have a huge international program. We love to have an individual or care for our students individually. We get to know them closely and look after them as best we can. They become friends of our learning community and make contacts in our community, a wide range of activities that they can be involved in across the Latrobe Valley community. And our college offers a safe learning environment with not too many distractions, but certainly enough activity to keep everybody busy and happy.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Anthony. It's lovely to meet your students as well. And finally, Mount Clear College. Please introduce yourselves and tell us a bit about Ballarat.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, my name's Jenny Bromley, and I'm really proud to be the principal of Mount Clear College. I'm going to get our team here. We've got a big team ready to talk to you. I'm going to get them to introduce themselves.
Yeah, I'm Mike. My name is Mike and I'm from China.
My name is Vadim. I'm a former student of Mount Clear College.
And working here now?
Yes, I'm currently working at the Mount Clear College.
And studying?
Yeah, and also studying at the university.
Yes. My name is Sarabjit Kaur. When I came to Australia, my first job was at Mount Clear College, and then I went away for another gig and came back here this term as teacher of humanities in charge of international students and English as an additional language teacher as well. So I'm quite enjoying it. And I must mention here about the city that Ballarat, where Mount Clear College is Australia's first intercultural city. And it's also part of the Welcoming Cities Network. And I'm one of the I used to be one of the intercultural ambassadors with the City of Ballarat, and now I'm an advisor with the City of Ballarat for intercultural programs and intercultural services. So I'm really proud of being here and really feel at home. It's a welcoming city, and I think our students will speak for themselves when they say how welcome and looked after they feel here.
Hi everyone, I am Alina Chong and I'm from China too. I'm very grateful to have this chance to attend Mount Clear and also to attend this showcase meeting. Mount Clear has given me great opportunities and have also made me feel at home in a foreign country.
Yeah, my name is Jaiho and I'm from China too.
My name is Yulia from China.
And
yeah,
I'm Neil. I'm the international student coordinator.
Yeah. So we've got them all here, but our school, as you know, from Ballarat, we've got a population of about 100,000 in a very historic city, but a very vibrant, thriving city. Our school is a beautiful school built on the edge of the Wookarong Forest. So we have a lot of space here at our school and amazing facilities. I think when people come to our school, they feel the air and the environment and become part of the school, the school and the people at the school, the welcoming side, like the welcoming of our people at the school. I think also in Ballarat, we have lots of connections to universities. We have a lot of connections to business. We have lots of opportunities for our students to become part of work experience and go and try things while they're here and be part of the community. I think that's one of the big things about Mount Clear College.
Yeah, and I might also echo one of the students who presented before about grocery stores. The grocery experience is very much you feel at home because you have a vast variety of cultural grocery shopping possibilities here in Ballarat. You do feel welcome also because you see a lot of diversity in the community itself. There are lots of homestays that are possible with culturally diverse community families, and therefore people just feel at home and fit right in, and they don't feel as if they're outsiders or foreigners.
Brilliant, thank you. And that's very much what our international students tell us they want. And as education agents, they often say, we want to be in a community with people from we want to be in a country where we're with people from the local community, because otherwise we may as well go to, for example, an international school in our home country. And that's one of the things you get from our student city schools, is you get that opportunity to make friends with local students. And given that they have such small populations of international students, you really have that opportunity to make friends. And I think sometimes our international students are perhaps a little bit worried about coming to a city that's outside of Melbourne, because they think potentially there won't be friendly students, but we are at pains to remind them that that opposite is exactly what it is. Those local students would really love to be friends with international students because of the cultural difference and the fact that all of our student city schools do have very multicultural communities and a real love for different cultures as well. So when international students arrive, they think, oh, wow, this is great. This is my opportunity to meet someone who's different from who I am. So I'd like to stay with Mount Clear because you've got so many wonderful students, and I'd like to ask your students, as a student, because we're a bit sick of talking to adults, what do you see as benefits of studying in one of Victoria's student cities?
I think that the best benefit is that you get to experience Australian culture by firsthand. I really like the countryside schools and the peaceful and quiet, calm atmospheres, and especially from Mount Clear College. It is a school tightly wrapped in its core values of care, commitment, respect, and responsibility. And Mount Clear College, what I love most about Mount Clear College is that it gives you a wide range of opportunities. I also love the sport opportunities and the PE classes, but mostly I love the camping every term. So Mount Clear College, as I said before, it has broadened my view of the world and made me be a better student.
I just want to also add, as a former student at Mount Clear College, and also being the vice captain, I learned that Mount Clear College has a lot of possibilities, opportunities, and being a countryside, I think it's great that the connections as well. So many connections. We also have, as we mentioned before, 2 universities, ACU and Federation University. I'm currently studying Federation University, and I think it's absolutely great. It's a bridge from Mount Clear College to here. You don't need to move if you settle in. It's just a great transition, and also being and also have friends. And currently, I'm working at the school, and I think it's great that Jenny Bromley recognized my skills, and I think the connections is also the key point on studying in Australia. And I think I choose Ballarat and also Mount Clear College because of diversity and variety of options, and also the staff that cares about you.
There you go. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. I've got, oh, sorry, one more student. Oh, you.
For us to escape from the hustles and bustles of the cities and to slow down and think about what you really need. In Mount Clear College, there is a wide range of choices and subjects you can choose, and you get to change them if you don't like them or if you have more interested in it. Yeah, so it's definitely better for you to. It's more helpful for your future career and your future life.
Would any other? Yep, please.
The 3 things I like about this school is, first of all, the natural setting, as you can see from here. And second of all, it's the activities we have. Like the PE class, we have volleyball, we have soccer, we have chess, we have a lot of activities. And the third things I really like about Mount Clear College is that the food in canteen tastes very good.
Yes, very good. Yeah.
Wonderful. Would anyone else any of the other students like to talk about their experience? Well, very wide and diverse student voice there. I'd like to thank everyone at Mount Clear College, and now I'd like to go to Wodonga Senior Secondary College, Wodonga Middle Years College, and ask Wodonga students, tell us, now let me get you that question again, what do you see as the benefits of studying in one of Victoria's student cities?
Okay, I'll just go. Okay. As a year 12 student, and also I've been in the region, Wodonga, for so many years, I think the most beneficial reason to study in the regional area is that you get the full experience of the Australian culture and you get immersed in the language, well, because there isn't a big community of, say, Chinese people or whatever ethnicity you are, you just get pushed to speak the language and you can see how fast your language, like your English abilities improve. And also, well, see, if you are staying with the homestay family, because we're a regional school and we don't really have that public transport, the homestay families will take you everywhere, and say in school holidays, they will take you camping or just go on trips, and that doesn't necessarily will get to happen in city schools, I guess. And also in schools, you get equal opportunities across the cohort. Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter if you're a local student or you're an international student, you get the equal chance. I'm participating in the School Leadership Council. Personally, I've been participating in leadership roles, and it's just a great opportunity to improve leadership wise, and yeah, I think it's just very beneficial. Yeah.
Right, that sounds wonderful. And what's your school leadership position?
I'm the school captain.
There you go. I thought so. So for those education agents who are joining us, there is no barrier to international students choosing a student city school if they have leadership ambitions. As you can see, we have Christine, who is not only captain of her international peers, but her local student peers as well. So captain of the entire school. So congratulations, Christine, and well done to you. I'd like to move to the team at Belmont now. Tell us about, what do you see as the benefits?
The music opportunities, there's a lot of music opportunities in Belmont. We have our own senior band. So last year we got an opportunity to perform at the Sydney Opera House. So I'm in the senior band, and Sophie is. We got to go to Sydney for a week last year. And we also run a vet music performance program, which I'm enrolled as well. So I performed here at Belmont last night. That's a lot of music opportunities. And there's also a lot of sport opportunities. I play badminton. Sophie as well. Yeah. So Sophie's got selected in the state badminton team. Yeah, and I got selected in the Geelong badminton team. So that's also, if you like sport, like badminton or other sport, there's a lot of opportunities in Geelong.
Hi. So we are the international student leaders as well as the international students studying here at Balmer High School. So when we personally moved, it was completely a gradual shift between the studying system here. It was so, we can say, easy and less pressure. The staff at Belmont High School, is especially the student coordinator, she helped us so much and pushed us beyond our limits. So that's why we are here today. That's why I'm an international captain today, I believe. She has encouraged me so much, along with the principal and Mr. Kekamo. Also, we have so much opportunities for international students to like get along with all the local students. We have Multicultural Day this term, which was a really big event, and we all the international students were very. It was very beneficial for them. Thank you.
I also like to talk about how considerate the school is because I think they offer a lot of activity like opportunities obviously and organize a lot of activities for students. For example, when we got selected for as the international student leaders, we went to the leadership events to learn more about how to become a leader, listen to what students have to say, and obviously organize events. Just in general, it's really helpful. And obviously, music programs, sports, and Multicultural Day was a really big thing. And I also want to talk about how the school every term we organize different like little get together events for international students at lunchtime, just to have a chat and just spend some time together and connect with each other. And I think it's really nice.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. I'd like to go now to Tu Tao at North Geelong.
Hello, my name is Tu Tao. I am currently an international student in grade 11 at North Geelong Secondary College. As a student, I see like my school, North Geelong have an excellent program for international students. When like I remember when I came here, because like I'm not feel confident with my English. I did not use too much English in Vietnam. I use Vietnamese because like no one can understand English. Yeah, and we have the English center behind the school. So you will do like 1 term, 2 term, or 3 term, but no worry because you only need 2 term and your English like better. I only do 1 term. Yeah. And also we have extra English class. We have 2 class. One is on Wednesday and another one on Thursday. Is like when I like go to the extra English class, I feel like I learn a new skill like debate. We already learned should school ban energy drink or not. Yeah, and I go to the negative side because yeah, I want to ban energy drink. And we have a lot of like event for international students. My school also like my Miss Tonya and Mr. Dawson always like try to find a new event for international students so we can like interact or like talk to the international student from another school. So yeah, we can learn another skill, another language. And as my school, like local student here, they are so friendly. Yeah, I try to like talk like how to say hello in my language, and that is the way I make the friend relationship to them. And I try to learn how to say hello in Chinese, in French, and in Thailand as well. Yeah, and we also have cooking day. Is every term we have cooking day. In Vietnam, I am a girl who doesn't like cooking. I told with my mom and my dad when I'm older, when I get married, I want to get with the man who know how to cook, so I don't need to cook. And yeah, but on that day, like because like I cook with my friend and I enjoy it, and I feel like oh, cooking is not boring at all. It's just like because you cook by yourself. And yep, and Mr. Dawson's who make me think have another thinking to principal because like in my mind principal like is the person who just sit in the office and then finish the document from a.m. to 4 p.m. and then go home. But he doesn't look like that. He at beginning of the class, like during home group time, recess or lunch time, he walk around the school to take care and observe student and international student as well. We also have a big block in our school that only for international students. We have microwave, fridge, everything, heater, fan, everything. So yeah, you can, if we all international student come to that block, we can talk together, and we always try to have each other about study problem. And I know I am like, sometimes I feel like I am a noisy girl, and I always come to Miss Tonia's office to ask her. I ask her all the time. I have a lot of questions to ask her. Yeah, because I am a question girl. Yeah, but she never feel like annoying or something. She feel like she always happy with a big smile when she say, "Oh, no worry, it's like my job. It's like I happy to do it. So if you have any problem, come to my office next time and we talk about it. We solving like the problem." Yeah.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. And that's a wonderful example of, and all of our students, what we've heard is those are very wonderful examples of, I guess, the benefits of being in a smaller international student community. You've got those opportunities to really have that extra level of support and care, and that's really important when you're so far from your home and your home countries. We do, of course, have students at Kernai, so I'd love to hear from the Kernai students as well.
All right. Hello, I'm Senja Sapandi and I'm from Indonesia. Well, oh, is that on mute? No. Okay. So here I like living in a student city in Gippsland, especially, like there's actually not much of international students here, but that's a good thing for me because hear me out. When I first came here about last year, my English was really, really bad, actually. And then I communicated with everyone. Like, I used to be really introverted, in my opinion. And then when I came here, I have to like socialize with everyone and improve my English, my spoken and written English. And now I'm just here. And I think everyone could understand me better too. And also in Kenai, everyone's like really chill. They're really casual, but at the same time, they're actually really disciplined in like their studies and stuff. Like in recess, like you can see everyone like talking to each other, but at the same time, they don't only gossip or like talk about useless stuff. They also talk about their studies, which is really good in my opinion, because when you talk to your peers about like what you studied in class, outside of class, I think it's really helpful for you to like understand the subjects better, in my opinion. And I think all of our schools have like one thing in common, which is the international program. Well, I personally didn't do the international program, but I was placed before like my studies started last year. And I think they're really cool because the international program, it's not just study. They actually interact in class and go to trips and events that's making the students like closer to the Australian culture. Like maybe if someone asked me, "Oh, do you say good day, mate," to like your friends in Australia? Maybe sometimes, maybe to like the old pals, like maybe to Anthony here, I would say like maybe.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. And then yeah, and because most of my friends are also local students, I also have international students right here. Hello. Hi. Anyways, and because most of my friends are local, like I get to immerse in the culture of Australia even more, because I'm only with international students, like we're only going to be in a place where we're comfortable with. While if I'm with like the local students, I would just go everywhere. I just like, oh, want to go to here? Oh yeah, sure. And then we go to like a 1 week trip, and in Indonesia, I wouldn't have done that.
That's great. Just before we go, I might just ask Gabby to say how she feels about having the international
Yeah.
students here.
Well, all I can say, because as school captain, I'm not an international student, so I've always been in Victoria and have lived here. With our let me rewind. With our exchange program we have here, it's great to see that we have a really the community is small, the program is small, yes, but that is for me a good thing because again, with the support, but on top of that, the connection. Honestly, with, let's say, compared to 30 people, you're going to connect better with 9 or 10 than 30. So already it may come across, and I can see it again, more like a family rather than just a class or a group of, just friends. It's family. Yes. And on top of that, with our school, I know we love to develop culture. That is, I think, a really big, strong point our school has. Like with the lunar, like the New Year, Chinese New Year, we decorated our library for it. Like we had full on like the lanterns, the Chinese dragons. And to like right now we have NAIDOC week because we celebrated that last week, the week before.
Multicultural. And we also had a multicultural day, which I think we're doing again this year, but we did like an event where the international students, we make like snacks from our own country and then other people can like try it, like be part of our culture. And I would also like to add like the fact we're like on the same grounds of Federation University, like we get to go to Federation University and visit them too, which adds to the experience before we go to university. Yep. Okay, I think that's all from us.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. We have time for one more question, and I'd like to put that question to Bendigo Senior Secondary College. And that question is around support. So how do you create, Dale and Junsei, how do you create a supportive and enriching environment for international students?
Thank you, Matt, for the opportunity. My name is Jun Lin. I'm the International Student Coordinator at our college. I used to be an international student at Bendigo as well with La Trobe University. So I fully can tell the benefit of living in one of our student cities in Victoria. So in terms of support environment that we are providing to international students here, as Matt will know, our college has a history of hosting international students for a long time, and we have invested dedicated resources to support our international students' life and study. So although we run a relatively small program with a capacity of around 30 students, we have a dedicated team, which includes international student coordinator, myself, our homestay coordinator, our EAL teacher, maths and science bilingual tutor, and a cultural aide as well, who are always available to meet our students' different needs. We regularly host recorded Connect lunch, that we organize free lunch where we bring both our local students and our international students together to help them learn about each other's culture and build friendships. Our international students also have access to all the service available to at our college, such as wellbeing office, careers and pathway service, school sport clubs. But apart from that, we also specifically provide ongoing English language support, individual and small group tutoring and homework club program for our international students. And our students' life here, international students' life here are enriched with so many different, activities as well. So we connect them with local service and club. When they are here, when they arrive, we encourage them and guide them to connect with various services both within and outside of the school that cater for their interests. So some of them love playing badminton, some of them love playing basketball. So they join either the school teams or school clubs or outside of that as well in our community. And I think one thing that they really love as part of their orientation program is when they arrive, they got to go to excursions, sometimes with the international students group, also times with local students as well, where they bond together and learn from each other about Australian culture.
They sound absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much, Chunsai. That brings us now to the end of our showcase, but it's only one of the many things that we have coming up for our wonderful education agents, our students and our parents. So you've got to see all of our schools together. Over the rest of the year, we'll be visiting the schools on the screen and having individual panel conversations on location in Bendigo, Ballarat, Geelong, Gippsland and Wodonga. So as our education agents and students and parents, you'll get to know more about our student cities and of course our student city schools. So keep an eye out. But in the meantime, I'd like to hand over to Shayla Cosgrave in my team, who will talk to you a little bit about how you can access more information and close. Over to you, Shayla, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Matt. And thank you to everyone who have joined us today as well to watch our Victorian Student Cities School Showcase. We really hope that you enjoyed learning about our vibrant school communities, our excellent educational opportunities and diverse experiences for our international students. We would like to extend a special thank you to our valued education agents for your crucial role in promoting Victoria to international students and for your continued support and dedication. Additionally, we want to acknowledge any families and students who have joined us today. A big thank you to you. Your interest and enthusiasm are vital to the success of our educational programs, and we are thrilled to have you here. But before we finish today's session, I just want to direct you to the QR code displayed on your screen. So when you scan this QR code, you can access special information pack on each school. So in the information pack, there'll be additional resources, school brochures and school videos as well. If you are unable to access the Google Drive, please email us. I think that's on the slide as well, down the bottom. So that's international.marketing@education.vic.gov.au, and we can send you the information pack directly in case you can't access the Google Drive. So remember, the insights that we shared today are just the beginning. We want to encourage you to reach out with any further questions or to arrange a more in-depth discussion about how we can support you and your students. Thank you once again, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.